Hello everyone, Mob Spider here. Hope you all are having a fantastic day today. Ever since Cold War, I've absolutely fallen in love with Call of Duty Zombies. I've gone back and played every game except World at War, and I've come to realize just how much effort is put into this mode. What started as a passion project from Treyarch quickly became my favorite thing about Call of Duty, and even on the maps I'm not a fan of, I can still find at least one thing I like about them. So that's why I'm here today. I'm going to list one thing about each Zombies map that I enjoy, Treyarch only. One quick thing before we get started, some of these things that I list off might be out there or hot takes, but that's for a couple of reasons. I want to try and keep this video from me just saying the same shit everyone else has said. I don't want to sound like a broken record, and I want to have some personality in this video. So without further delay, let's begin. For Nocturne Tone, there's not too much I can say as it is a very basic map. While the obvious thing to say that would be the best part about it would be the atmosphere, I'm actually going to say my favorite thing about this map is how it's a reward for finishing the campaign in its original iteration. You gotta remember that back then, Zombies was not the staple it currently is today, and unlocking an entirely new mode to play really makes completing the campaign feel very rewarding. Remember when there were rewards for completing the campaign? Verrucht is a map that introduced a lot to Zombies: traps, super sprinters, power, and of course, the 4 original perks. Juggernog, Speed Cola, Quick Revive, and Double Tap are staples among Call of Duty, so much so that even someone who doesn't play Zombies can tell which perks are which from their icons alone. Without the perks, Zombies would be an incredibly dull and difficult mode to play. For Shi no Numa, my favorite thing about it is the introduction of the classic Wunderwaffe. This wonder weapon, while not the most powerful, is one of the coolest looking and most satisfying wonder weapons in my opinion. Getting a horde of zombies and killing them all with a single electric shot is super satisfying. I don't think I have to say this, but Derice's best feature is obviously the Pack-a-Punch. Everyone agrees on this. Can I end this part here? Yeah? Cool, moving on. Kino der Tone, or as I like to call it, Chaos X Toten, was my first ever Zombies map, and my favorite thing about it since the very beginning is the Thunder Gun, aka the Santa Repeller 9000. Wait, no, he's on his way up.
I'm gonna Thunder Gun him.
I got him on the face!
Oh my god, that was amazing! It was fucking incredible! Oh, here comes another one!
There's another one! Come on, buddy. All the way up. All the way to the top. Come on.
Oh shit, oh shit. I think he's gonna teleport onto us.
That's the point.
Oh my god.
Go flying. He went. That's the point.
By the way, the Gaming Rift, my good friend, gave me permission to use that clip, so thank him for that. Me and him stream pretty frequently, so if you ever want to stop by and check us out, go check out his channel. I'll leave a link in the description. The Thunder Gun is just such a fun weapon to use. Seeing the zombies getting fucking yeeted across the theater is absolutely hilarious, and it makes me laugh every time I see it. I'm gonna be completely honest, there's not a whole lot about 5 that I'm a fan of, but there is one thing I can commend it for: the crew. Seeing these over-the-top versions of the real political figures will never not be amusing. Especially that beginning cutscene. Ascension has a lot of good things about it, and my favorite thing about it is how it introduced a new way to play zombies, that being training. Due to it being a very open map, it gives you a lot of room to run around and gather huge hordes of zombies that you can kill with one shot of the fuck off of me gun. So much so that they introduced Stamina, a perk literally made for this strategy. Honorable mention to the Gersh device, by the way. I fucking love this thing. I just wish it wasn't so hard to get out of the box. Call of the Dead is a map that I don't understand why everyone loves so much, kind of like 5. There is one thing that I do like about it. If you complete the Easter egg and defeat George Romero, which he's like Michael Myers, so good luck with that, you get rewarded with the Wunderwaffe. While temporary, it is a nice reward for all the hard work you put in. Now, this may be a hot take, but I actually really like the monkeys in Shangri-La. I like how you can use them to manipulate the drops you get, even giving you a perk bottle if you're lucky. Sure, they can be a pain in the ass sometimes, but it seems that more often than not, they end up helping me rather than hurting me. Now, if I was just talking about the Black Ops 3 version of Moon, I would 100% say how the map looks. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. But one thing that I like between both versions is actually the QEDs. These things are really underrated. They have a lot of potential abilities, including spawning power-ups, reviving a teammate, opening a door for free, giving your team a free perk, and even getting rid of the giggity guy himself, the astronaut. Yeah, they also have some bad abilities such as downing you, closing an already open door, or even doing nothing, but the randomness adds to the charm of these things in my opinion. Do I really need to say something positive about Transit? Really? Okay. While Transit is an awful map, the one thing I can give it credit for is Double Tap 2.0. Reworking this perk so that it makes your gun do twice as much damage is a much needed bonus, and it can really help on some guns, especially in Black Ops 2. For Nuketown, it's something very small, but I'm happy there's at least one map that has the M27. Seriously, I love this gun in multiplayer. I wish it returned in more maps. Die Rise is definitely a map that exists, but the Solidifier is absolutely one of my favorite wonder weapons. If you sit in a corner with this thing and fire a shot every 20 seconds or so, you'll get to high rounds very, very quickly. It's without any doubt the one thing that keeps this map from being absolutely forgettable. Also, the skybox looks absolutely beautiful. Mob of the Dead is a fantastic map, and picking one favorite thing about it was pretty tricky. After some thinking, though, my favorite thing about it is the Afterlife mechanic. I'm kind of shocked that this feature never returned in another map. Well, it kind of did in Shadows. I find it a lot more fun to solve small puzzles and find multiple switches, rather than just flipping one and being done with it. Buried is the map that will start a streak of Black Ops Zombies maps. I could list things I love about it for hours. My favorite part about Buried, though, is the one, the only, Vulture Raid. This is my favorite perk of all time, and if Custom Zombies has taught me anything, if this perk was in any other map, it would be overpowered as shit. The fact that there's 3 different abilities in one perk makes this perk stand out amongst all the others. Shame it's never going to return though, since Death Perception kind of fucking stole its thunder. Where do I even start with Origins? It was extremely difficult for me to think of just one thing I love about this map. However, in the end, I ultimately went with the Easter egg. In my opinion, a lot of these Easter eggs are just very poorly designed and really tedious. This Easter egg, however, is very fun and well designed, as long as if you're not playing it on solo. For Shadows of Evil, I mean, come on, it's the Apothicon Servant. This is the single greatest wonder weapon in Zombies history. It looks amazing and it fires literal black holes, like, come on, how can you not love this thing? Derizen Drac is my personal favorite map of all time, so I could pick a lot more than one thing I love about it. But one of my favorite aspects has to be the 4 elemental bows. You get to pick one, each of which have awesome and unique abilities. My personal favorites are either the lightning or wolf bows, but all 4 bows are fantastic. Zetsubo's atmosphere and setting are absolutely fantastic. The only other swampy map we've ever gotten was Shinonuma, and it's a damn shame. I would love to see another swampy Zombies map because it makes for a really creative and creepy atmosphere. It's the closest these games have gone to a truly scary map since Verupton World at War. Well, until Vanguard, but the only thing scary about those maps is how fucking atrocious they are. As someone who loves dragons, the boss fight in Gorod is absolutely incredible. It has 2 stages, the first being a fight against a literal fucking dragon, and the second stage being a fight against Nikolai in a giant mech. Props to the Pack-a-Punch camos and specialist ability too, but I mean, this fucking boss fight can't be topped. I'm going to throw you a curveball here. A lot of people dislike Revelations for how easy it is, but personally, I think it's a really good thing. This map is absolutely the map I go to when I just want to shut my brain off for an hour and kill some zombies, and it's one of my favorite maps of all time, honestly. Voyage of Despair's best aspect to me is actually the Kraken Wonder Weapon. I mean, that's really about it. The design is cool, it's fun to use, not much else to say, the map kind of sucks. 9's best feature to me is actually the challenges to get the rewards such as power-ups and even Pack-a-Punch weapons. It's really good for helping you get set up on early rounds and helping you when you're in a pinch especially. It also helps with high rounds too, just for doing very easy tasks around the map. Dead of the Night is personally my least favorite map, but I do really like the atmosphere. It's kind of like a Scooby-Doo movie to me. A haunted mansion where you fight vampires and werewolves sounds absolutely incredible, almost like an adult take on Scooby-Doo. No, not like that! But yeah, other than the atmosphere, there's not much to say about Dead of the Night. It's a shame that the map is so shit because it had potential to be pretty good, but here we are. I absolutely love the 4 Gauntlet Wonder Weapons on Ancient Evil, especially the Hand of Gaia. They remind me a lot of the stabs in Origins, and if you're being compared to the stabs, that's usually a pretty good sign. Blood of the Dead's final cutscene is the best out of the entire series. I'm not someone who gets emotional very easily, but this is one of the only times I've cried playing a video game, and I'm not ashamed in admitting that. Classified's best feature in my personal opinion is how the teleporters actually tell you where you'll be taken to via a hologram. It's such a small yet extremely helpful feature that wasn't in the original. And that might be one of the reasons I don't like 5 all that much. This may be a hot take, but I actually really like the Raygun Mark II variants on Alpha Omega. For how easy they are to obtain, they are shockingly strong. I also do like all the side Easter eggs as well. Togner Tone's best feature in my opinion is how it got rid of so much that I don't like about Call of the Dead, such as George Romero, the fog, aside from Hellhound rounds, and the R11. Oh, and also, the map is absolutely gorgeous. Like, this is without a doubt the prettiest map ever. D Machine's best feature to me is actually the Megaton. I think it's a perfect boss zombie, since it's not too difficult, but not too easy either. They also give you some pretty good rewards. Back again with another hot take. For Firebase Z, I actually really like the Easter egg on this map. I know a lot of people bitch about the Mimic step, but I've personally never had a problem with it. The boss is lame, but aside from that, the Easter egg is actually incredibly fun in my opinion. Oh, I'm gonna get slammed in the comments for that, aren't I? Outbreak's best feature to me is just how sandboxy it is, allowing you to go for as long as you want at your own pace. It's a nice laid-back experience for when you get sick of the typical round-based formula. Mauer Tone's best feature in my opinion is the boss fight against Valentina. It is absolutely fantastic and a runner-up for my favorite boss fight alongside Gorod's, with several different stages and attacks where you go all around the map to fight her. Forsaken's best feature without any shadow of a doubt is the Crystal Axe. It is one of the coolest wonder weapons in terms of design and function, being able to turn into a full auto pistol, as well as a defensive trap for camping, even behaving like the Hell's Retriever. It's in my top 5 wonder weapons of all time. So, I'm going to be completely honest here. Modern Warfare 3 Zombies blew my expectations out of the water. I went in thinking that this was going to somehow be worse than Vanguard, but no, I actually really enjoy it. I personally think that it is a refreshing change of pace, just like Outbreak, but with a lot more replayability. However, I am aware that this mode isn't for everyone, but I really do think that Treyarch and Activision shouldn't be afraid to try something new. Yeah, they did do that with Vanguard, but I believe the mode ended up being better due to the crunch time rather than it trying to do something new. Yes, round-based will always be better, but I wouldn't mind if they tried something different every few years. Just please put effort into it and make it good, Treyarch. And those were what I consider to be the best feature in every Treyarch Zombies map. Was there some I missed or some you disagree with? Let me know down in the comments below. If you like this video, please consider subscribing and hitting the like button. If you didn't like it, that's cool too. But with that being said guys, this was Mob Spider, and I'll see you all next time.